season. Obviously, making the playoffs would be huge, but to have a first-round bye and perhaps a home match, even a bigger deal, as Rivadeneira sends that one in a little wide left. He had a couple defenders in the area, so he had to get the shot off quick. And you hear the Med City faithful supporting him on that effort. Dozell. A give and go with Pazos. And now Rivadeneira with some space to work on the right side. Crosses up Phillips, gets a shot off, but it hits the right side of the net. The second chance in as many minutes for Claudio Rivadeneira. As Thomas Cochran gets ready to send it in from about 40 yards out. He will pass it ahead, kind of a dangerous pass, and then a shot that just went above the crossbar. Goes ahead to Joe Watt. Watt centering it with the left foot. It's cleared away. Nice play there by Iggy Mia. And now a shot coming in. The header too high for Andrew Jenkins. So another chance for Duluth goes begging. Their second shot attempt. So he gets replaced by Rivadeneira, who takes the shot from a tough angle, sends it behind the goal, and I think that's going to do it for this first half. No score, but again, plenty of action between the top two seeds in the North Division of the Midwest Conference. Normally a pretty sure-footed table setter for Med City. And he's missed a couple opportunities already as Duluth is furious. I think that's Mally Lumsden on the far side. Showing up the official. That's going to earn him a yellow card. And a big round of applause from the Med City faithful. Especially for Med City. They would clinch a spot. An inch closer to a bye as Rivadeneira dribbles in, takes the left-footed shot. So Duluth takes over. Passing up ahead, and here comes Lumsden. He's had a couple chances tonight. Pass to himself, chips it ahead, and it goes wide right. Great job there by Javier Gomez of getting back on defense and challenging that shot by Lumsden. Morgan getting ready. Gani Bental circling around and being keyed on by a much smaller defender as it gets sent in, and the header goes wide left. Thomas Cochran was there. Puts his face in his palms as he feels he missed an opportunity there. We've seen some very close calls here on these corner kicks. Here comes another one as Levy skies up to grab it. A great catch there by goalkeeper Nate Levy. Nothing that really takes your breath away as someone watching from up in the booth. Oh, and Dion Dozell just got sent to the turf. I'm not sure any of the officials saw it. And now Dozell pushes back. That was like WWE when the ref's not looking. Daniel Hedstrom just outright pushed Dion Dozell to the turf, and not a single official saw it. Dozell pushes back, and Hedstrom trying to act like Dozell was the aggressor. My goodness. That was a bizarre exchange, nonetheless. Well, the officials do get it sorted out. Yellow cards issued to both Daniel Hedstrom and I would assume Dion Dozell. And so those substitutions starting to trickle in for Med City. And it's Dozell passing ahead to Turnbull with some room to work. Turnbull slicing right between a couple defenders. Gets to Rivadeneira. Left side, gets by his defender. Puts off a shot with the left foot. And it's gathered by Tom Greensall. One of those deep threats that can get past the defense as long as he can stay on sides. And now a chance here as Mally Lumsden gets past, and we might have another yellow card situation here. And it's going to be against Med City. Nacho Garrido receiving that one. Pazos working against a lot of bodies here. And Turnbull runs into Ben Phillips. It looked like Phillips flopped from up here, and I think that's why Jake Turnbull just received a yellow card. But it's Pazos. Near side, two defenders in on him. Sending one towards the middle. Adebayo couldn't get it. Now Rivadeneira with the right foot sends it too high. So Duluth deep in Med City territory now off the touch. Turn it over quickly. And some room for Matu Pazos, who loses the handle on it. And then gets tied up by Morgan, and a yellow card on the way for Sean Morgan. Med City trying to send these fans home with a entertaining game winner as Matu Pazos nearly did it on cue. Sending that one just above the crossbar. And now Luke Corey screaming at his guys to get back. No time to sit and wish that one would have bent below the crossbar. And they do send it all the way in. And what a save by Nate Levy. Holy smokes. That got scary in a hurry. That was Ghani Bental, one of the bigger players for Duluth. Came in and got a piece of it off the big free kick, and Levy played it perfectly. That may have been the most dangerous shot attempt all night for Duluth, as that shot by Matu Pazos goes wide right. As Hedstrom sends that one across midfield. And now it's Morgan. He's been busy in this second half. Chips one with the left foot. The header goes just wide. Oh my goodness. That was Andrew Jenkins. And there have been two razor-thin plays here by Duluth that very easily could have ended up in the back of the net. And there is still a couple minutes left. You'll remember that's when Med City scored on the road in Duluth when they were trailing 1-0. It's 2 minutes into stoppage time. And a shot comes in, and it gets through. Med City arguing there was an offside, but for the time being, that's looking like a game winner for Duluth. And Duluth sends it in, and now the whistle does blow. A huge win for Duluth. They have now tied Med City in the standings, both teams with 25 points, and Duluth did it in dramatic fashion. Well, welcome back to the Regional Sports Stadium here in Rochester. Nick Johnson now joined post-game by Luke Corey. And Coach, losses don't get much more heartbreaking than what you just had.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, our guys battled their hearts out for 90 plus minutes, and you know, unfortunately, you have that one mental lapse at the wrong time. And not that they did anything wrong, it's just those scrambles in the box can go either way, and we just weren't able to clear it. But our guys were fantastic tonight. I actually thought this was our best team effort of the season. It just, you know, you gotta finish your chances in this league, and if you don't, you can get burned. So hopefully we learn from that and go into next weekend, just capitalizing on every chance that we get, because we might not get a lot. So if anything, it's a learning experience for us, at a unfortunately important time of the year.
Right, and you could kind of tell about 30 minutes into the match, this was maybe going to be one of those games that would end 1-0. A real grinded out kind of physical game, but the good news is, standings wise, Med City still controls its own destiny. And so what's the message to the team now moving forward?
Yeah, it's absolutely, it's building off of this, because I actually thought, especially in that second half, that we were fantastic. I mean, you can see how many chances we were creating against one of the best teams in the league. And so going into the next weekend, the emphasis is just going to be, let's finish those chances now, guys. We're have to take that next step. It's a big one, scoring goals. But we know that we've got the defensive side of the ball covered. We just got to make sure that offensively, we're putting the ball in the net. Otherwise, we're going to end up with another tough loss, and we can't afford another one at this point. So.
All right, so the regular season finale next week here at home against Minneapolis City. What's going to be the key the rest of this week as you work towards that match?
Well, guys are going to be a little bummed out about this result today, so it's just a matter of getting them refocused and, just mentally ready for another battle next weekend, because it's going to be a battle. Minneapolis City is a great team. We were lucky to pull a win out at at their field, but they're going to come back for vengeance, and we got to be ready for that. So it's just a matter of preparing to face another really, really good team in this league. But I think our guys will be able to handle it no problem.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining me after a tough result here tonight. For Nick Novotny, Chloe Pifo, and the rest of the Med City staff, I'm Nick Johnson signing off. Med City falling tonight to Duluth 1-0.